Fraud has been on the rise even now during the pandemic, with criminals targeting unemployment insurance benefits. Joining us to discuss today is Tia Laurie. Good morning to you, Tia.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, give us an overview of what this looks like, this type of fraud scheme.
So fraudsters, since the start of the pandemic, have used a variety of tactics to trick consumers into providing personal identifiable information. It initially started with selling fake sanitizer, masks, and other things that consumers relied on during the course of the pandemic. It has now evolved to filing fraudulent unemployment insurance claims.
So how big is this problem?
What's significant? It's significant enough for us to launch a task force designed to look at ways to deter and mitigate unemployment insurance fraud in conjunction with the Department of Labor as well as the state workforce agencies in an effort to develop risk mitigation strategies and best practices to deter this type of fraud.
So I'm an innocent consumer. How does this look for me? How am I being targeted? What do I need to look for?
Yeah, there are a number of red flags. If you receive unemployment insurance benefits unsolicited, that is an indication that your personal identifiable information was used as part of a fraud scheme. Also, responding to solicitations from fraudsters that may try and recruit you to provide your PII data, again, personal identifiable information, in exchange for monetary value, as well as thinking about how do I expedite the unemployment insurance claim processing. Fraudsters have basically duped a lot of consumers into thinking that they have a mechanism to expedite processing, and it's simply not true.
I can see how people can become so vulnerable to something like this. Someone calling and saying, you know, you need money right now. Let me expedite this process for you. Really scary. Are states aware that this is happening?
Yes, they are. We're working in partnership with the Department of Labor and the National Association of State Workforce Agencies to bring awareness to this problem and also to provide different capabilities, tools, and risk mitigation strategies to deter unemployment insurance fraud. This is a problem that impacts all 50 states. It varies on states based on a number of factors, but what's important is that Visa is providing this information not only to our partners, our government agencies and financial institutions, but also to consumers so that they can protect their online identities.
Wonderful. So what else is Visa doing to help with this type of fraud that's going on?
Well, Visa employs a multi-layered approach. Our payment fraud disruption team has the capability of looking at various transactions to detect anomalies, to detect fraudulent transactions, and we can actually stop these transactions on behalf of our financial institutions and provide data so that we can protect consumers as a whole.
Yeah, and how can consumers protect themselves?
Well, the first is making sure you have good cyber hygiene, not responding to any unsolicited emails, text messages, or phone call, and being really stingy with your personal identifiable information. Don't give it out under any circumstances.
They're very, very important. Okay, Tia, now let's say, you know, I do find myself a victim, our viewers find themselves a victim. Now what do we do?
Well, I'd review the credit report from Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. Contact your financial institution. Visit websites such as identitytheft.gov, where the Federal Trade Commission can give you tips on recovery.
Thank you so much. Tia Laurie, where can we go for more information?
Visit visa.com/blog for more tips on unemployment insurance fraud and phishing scams to protect your personal identity.
Great. Thank you so much for this great information. It's so important that we're all educated on this.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.